And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. Good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. Prescott off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Play action now, Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down. It lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. Touchdown, Giants! Wan'Dale Robinson, 66 yards, and the Giants have taken the lead. Great corner out there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Timberland. Flick right.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Gold Cyclone! Ladybug!
On second and goal, Jones. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Micah Parsons now with his second sack here on opening night.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here's Jackson. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from the 20. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a moment here to recognize a nice milestone for Dak Prescott. That last throw puts him over 25,000 yards passing for his career. Not too bad for a 4th-round pick. And congratulations to Dak on what has been a solid career thus far. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Prescott now on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They run. It's Williams. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On play action, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Lamb will go in motion.
46. Kill.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Prescott now. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
16, Cowboys 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offense. He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. Slant route, and he's got Addison. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Prescott to throw it. Able to hit his target long. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Prescott yet again. Touchdown, Cowboys! Kyren Williams from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead will shrink to 6. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing Jones. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Lamb will go in motion. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Looking to throw, Prescott. It's incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football. He's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get caught for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
First down, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Now Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Cooks motions to the left. To the air again, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive they started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said, uh-uh.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Timberland. Detroit. Other side. Great. Up, go.
To throw on third down. Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darren Waller, 63 yards. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now left side on the swing pass. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Prescott on play action. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And they'll run again. And this time they'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, you're about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
117 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Why shift to crude? Why shift to crude?
Back to throw. Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Darius Slayton, 56 yards. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
It's Deonte Banks with it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So how about that? You draft him in the 1st round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very 1st NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Gano for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down throw for Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And again, it's Prescott. His throw incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Barkley inside handoff. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Giants, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.